Monday, everyone. You've almost made it. You're at least halfway through. Welcome to Better Connecticut. I'm Kara Sundlin.
That right now is almost as big as your hair.
I did a little something different. What do you think?
I think it's poofy.
It's a little poofy today.
It's a little poofy.
I decided to do more of a middle part. That's the thing now.
Oh, it is?
I have a little bit of a cowlick, and so I don't know. Just wait. Tomorrow will be flatter.
Yeah, but it looks good. It's just a different look.
It's okay?
Yeah, it looks great.
Okay.
You know, it's just very, very big and poofy.
Not as big as my hair was on Halloween.
Not as big as or as red as your hair was on Halloween.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So, Scott, you are dressed as a cold person.
I was dressed as a cold person.
And I ran around my house 5 minutes before and found things that were lying around. But my kids there, we've got Helena.
I cannot believe I missed this was outside of your house.
You didn't know that was our front door?
No, because I snuck in the back.
Okay, so because it was all outside, we only went a few friends. And Dennis was a superhero doctor because, of course, all doctors are superheroes right now.
Absolutely.
Helena's a cowgirl. And Julian is a blow-up kid.
The costume was a pain in the rump.
Yes, exactly. The kids are all playing this game called Among Us, so he wanted to be an Among Us character, but really I think he just wanted to walk around like a sumo wrestler. Okay,
well, he accomplished that, but the costume only worked about 1/10 of the time.
And then, yes, well, they were running for candy after a piñata and a little plastic piece deflated.
And
so
this
is a sign that we had out, and a lot of people had out. They were giving them out to people in our neighborhood. You might have seen a lot of these, just encouraging people not to come up to the door. Our neighborhood pretty much decided after the governor's and the mayor's warnings, like, let's not do it.
Safe.
Yeah, so we just did it was like Easter, only Halloween. We did a candy hunt.
Which is good. The candy was all over.
Thank you for the candy that you brought.
The candy was all over the yard.
But they got it all. The kids got it all.
I saw a couple of Almond Joys left.
Well, you better come pick it up.
All right. John Oliver had us on his show. We're just finding out. Lee Morsuss brought it to our attention, as well as Tracy Fury, one of the producers here at the show. And this was a clip that was actually on the John Oliver show last night.
So John Oliver, who's been taking a lot of interest in Connecticut lately, especially in Danbury, where they named a sewage plant after him.
Yeah.
But he apparently was watching, and he liked our costumes or didn't like them. We're not really sure. If you watched, let us know. Apparently he was talking about local newscasters and how they dress up on Halloween.
I'm sure he wasn't watching. I'm sure one of his producers was watching. And they put a whole montage together of how local news people dress up for the holidays. So it's kind of cool we made the John Oliver show.
Well, you know, now that he has a sewage plant named after him in our state,
he should come visit Connecticut more
often. He should talk
often.
about Better Connecticut. We would love to have you on the show, Mr. John Oliver.
I absolutely love it. All right, Sean Connery.
Oh, first ever actor to play James Bond.
And he was my James Bond.
Yes.
Like, you know, whenever you think of James, right?
I think of Sean Connery, and then I also do
Look at him, like a suave and debonair. And Ian Fleming didn't really want him to be in the part, from what I understand. The writers of the James Bond movies.
He didn't?
No, apparently he wanted somebody else. He didn't think, I forget the reason why, but James Bond wasn't, look at the screen there used. That is awesome.
That's awesome.
That is so awesome.
Sir John. Sir John.
Yeah, so we're going to miss him. 90 years old, though. He had a good life. And,
he really did.
We wish him a fond farewell, and we will keep him in our thoughts.
Meantime, we're learning the BBC and the Sun newspaper are reporting that Prince William, who's, of course, second in line to the throne, actually tested positive earlier for COVID-19, but apparently we didn't know that. We did know about his father testing positive, Prince Charles.
Yeah, they said he took a little break from activity from April 9th through the 16th of this year, and nobody really understood why. Well, apparently now we're finding out he had the COVID. So obviously he's recovered, and now he's back to.
I think it's unclear even how ill he was.
Exactly, we don't know. We don't know anything of that. We don't know anything about that.
They're very private.
Very private. The Brits, the royal family.
They're in quarantine.
Yes,
Tea in quarantine.
Tea in quarantine. Sounds like a new movie.
All right. Meanwhile, do you want to go on a cruise?
No. I don't want to go on a cruise.
Well, the Centers for Disease.
I used to love to go on cruises.
You were supposed. Let's just go back. That you were still considering in March going on your cruise. I remember sitting there
through the 28th,
talking to you and be like, "You can't go on a cruise." I'm going on my cruise. And then, like about 2 days later, you're like,
the whole state shut down. And I was like, and then they
maybe I won't go on my cruise.
The ships started docking, and that was the end of cruising. But apparently, they're going to allow the ships to sail again.
Yes, starting on Sunday. But first, they have to go out with no passengers on board and see how they're doing and.
What does that mean? No passengers on board. How are they going to react?
They're just going to simulate voyages and trial runs and how it would work. Everyone will have to be COVID tested. They have to do all of these things.
The staff, you mean?
And I think it says lots of. I think they would maybe have the passengers get COVID tested before they can get on. The way I'm understanding it. you would get a CDC COVID conditional sailing certificate for your ship. I got to imagine it's going to be very low capacity, too.
I can just imagine, right? And this next story, it confused the heck out of me.
It's a whale of a tale.
It's a whale of a tale. Whale tail saves the train. Apparently, the train came to the end of the tracks.
See right there how the train is literally going off the tracks?
That. I was wondering why we're showing this picture.
And it was the whale tail that saved it from crashing into doom.
Isn't that incredible?
It really is.
It didn't fall to...
it's like out of a movie, you know?
It's out of a movie.
You know, a runaway train and then the whale tail stops it.
The sculptures of the whale tail actually saved the train. I couldn't figure out why we were just showing this picture with the no train crash. But there was no train crash because the whale tail saved it.
It saved it.
Where was this?
It was overseas in...
Dutch. It was Dutch. Occurred in the Dutch suburb town of Spijkenisse. Can you read that?
I cannot. Spijkenisse.
Spijkenisse.
Meanwhile, Target is changing up its Black Friday sales this year. A lot of retailers have been doing this, but now Target announced it's going to have Black Friday Now, a series of week-long sales, and there's going to be a theme. Like first we start with electronics, then we do kitchen items.
So each week, the 4 weeks of November, they're going to have different
I like that better.
Yeah,
Space it out. It's too overwhelming to do everything in one day.
I don't want to do it on Black Friday.
I'm a Cyber Monday girl anyway.
Are you? Yeah, you do everything online.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the online.
You're just sitting there.
We were talking about this when you were at my house, all the little stores you like to go to. And
yeah, no. I saved gas yesterday. I purposely didn't get gas on Saturday because I knew it was going to be 10 cents off at the Phillips in West Hartford. On Sunday, they have 10 cents off every gallon.
Oh.
So if you wait until Sunday to get your gas, you get 10 cents off a gallon. So I waited. I turned the car around on Saturday.
You know, every little bit counts.
Every little bit helps.
It really does. All right, and singer Ashley Simpson Ross, now officially a mother of 3. Her husband is Evan Ross. Now, she is Jessica Simpson's sister, and Evan Ross is the son of Diana Ross. So this little baby, she's a little girl, and she's got some pretty famous relatives.
Isn't that I didn't even know Diana Ross had a son. I know she had a daughter because she was the warm-up back when she came to the Bushnell a couple of years ago, and her daughter is phenomenal. I don't know too much about the son, but apparently they're famous and they're having famous babies. So good for them.
They're pretty cute right there.
They're pretty cute. They look really cute.
All right, and to get you up to date on all the latest celebrity news and much more, you can always watch People TV right here on Channel 3 at 7:30.
Want to check in with Kay and Lawrence?
Yeah, let's check in.
Let's do it.
Tonight on People, at home with the latest housewife of Beverly Hills, Garcelle Bouvet.
Oh, these are my 2 prized possessions. I got this signed glove from Mike Tyson, and I recently did a photo shoot with Oscar de la Hoya, and he gave me a signed glove too, so I love that. My motto is don't go out without a fight, so gloves. The boys' rooms are in there.
And her tribute to her fellow housewives.
These are our new pets, Kyle and Dorit.
Garcelle is just getting started.
You don't want to go in there. This is my glam room. This is where magic happens. Well, not that kind of magic. Hair and makeup magic.
It's all tonight on People.
Wow, look at that. Did you see that closet?
That was really nice. That's like a dream. I wish I could have like a bedroom that was mine for just mine.
That would be so awesome.